But if they can look at the other person's clock, then they can see the rest of the universe. And when the rest of the universe and the Earth all stay in one spot while the ship moves away, then both will know who was moving and who wasn't. I mean, come on, they got eyes. They can see the girl is on Earth and the guy is in a spaceship, and they can see the rest of the universe, right? So there's no paradox. If you say the windows are blocked off, then they won't see each other's clocks. So how will they know, what the other person's clock is ticking, slower or not? They won't. So again, there is no paradox. What am I missing? So of course he writes back, from the perspective of the person in the spaceship is standing still, and it is the Earth and the rest of the universe that are moving. I covered this in detail in my main video, Albert Einstein's Theory of Relativity, and I guess there's a thing there for it. I should click on that. I'm curious, man. Einstein, I knew he stole all his crap from everybody, you know what I mean? Like everybody came up with everything, and then he just put them all together and united it. He didn't really come up with nothing. But anyways, so he writes back, or no, I write to him then. Because my question is about, obviously, the second time I talked to him, all I did was ask the question. And yet he's saying, what does this have to do with anything? Can't you just answer me as a human being, as a man? So I say, unless you are an old man, then wait, let me get this. Unless you are an old man, then I know the theory since long before you were born. But yeah, because everyone knows the freaking theory, okay? We get it. And what's funny is, I thought Einstein was against. I thought he was the one who came up with the curved theory, the curved space-time. But every time I get talking to one of these people, they're all like, no, Einstein just loved gravity and blah, blah, blah. He was against curvature. Like, it makes no sense. I mean, I'm not going to debate what Einstein said or not. He knows more than me, probably. But this is retarded. So I say, unless you're an old man, blah, blah. But what does that have to... See, I'm asking. Now, what does that have to do with my very, very, very simple question? They know who was in the ship and who was on the Earth. The man in the ship knows it was his thrusters that accelerated him. And if they blocked out the windows, then they would not have been able to see each other's clocks move slowly. So how is this a paradox? This is the third time now I've asked this guy a question. He's going to spend 5 hours writing out a book here, but he won't answer my question. It would take 2 seconds. Okay, whatever. So if you know the theory, then you already know that a uniform gravitational field throughout the entire universe would exactly balance out the force from the rockets, causing the spaceship to stand still, while also causing the rest of the universe to accelerate. There is no way to prove that this is not the case. This is a grown person. This is probably a grown man. He's a grown man telling me that a man in a spaceship hits his thruster button, and then he feels this thrust from his rockets, and he says, I don't know. I don't have a clue. Could be the spaceship. Could be a universal, a gravitational force that just magically appeared over the entire universe. I don't know. So, of course, I wrote him back saying that, maybe it isn't going to get up. But anyways, I just basically wrote him back and said, you're like a grown man telling me that, I said this almost verbatim, man. You are literally telling me that, wait, let me see what he said. You are literally telling me that if you were in a spaceship and you had a thruster button and you were getting ready to put the thruster button on, you had windows so you can see outside, and you hit your thruster button and immediately you can feel thrusters thrusting your rocket, but But you would think that you don't know if it's really a rock. It could be a uniform gravitational field throughout the entire universe. And you're telling me, you are a grown man telling another grown man that you would be confused, because I was saying him, not Adam. I'm saying, you're telling, because that's what he's saying. He's saying he'd be confused. This man, how does he dress himself in the morning? I don't understand. Does he pay people? Because no one that doesn't know the difference. Lucky he's not a pilot. Imagine this guy. He'd be like getting into the plane. You know, he's like in the Navy or something like that. Air Force, gets up there and there. He's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm in a spaceship or I'm just at home and, you know, I'm back in the ship, you know. I don't know. Is that what he said? Like that. How does this generation, I don't know how old this guy is, but it's not even about this generation. It's about this, just whatever, this time, this era. Like, no one had, like, doesn't anyone have any pride? This is like basically crapping your pants and then going out to Walmart and not, you know, leaving the crap in your pants. How do you say something like that? I just wouldn't know if I was in a jet plane and I got windows to look outside, and then I hit my thruster button, and then immediately I felt this force, but I was confused. This man, Eugene whatever, Katuskowski, he's confused when he gets into a jet with open windows. He don't know, he's confused. He's just going to be, he don't know. It could be a gravitational force that, you know, just came on throughout the entire universe the instant that he hit his thruster button on his jet, or his rockets, right? But he said he don't know. Could be that his rockets failed, you know what I mean? And it's really just some gravitational force came out of nowhere. He's confused. Does this man have any freaking pride at all? Jesus Christ. This is literally tantamount to crapping your pants and leaving the crap there and going out to public. Literally. I mean, he basically said he can't dress himself in the morning without some help. Like, really? Like, this is not a man. That's for sure. That's what it is. It's probably a woman. They put a dude's name up because they're like, oh, the patriarchy won't like me on here. I gotta say I'm a man. This is like some female behavior. This is a freaking chick, man. There's no way this is a dude. It just hit me. It just hit me. This guy is a chick. Don't get me wrong, she's probably masculine as heck. I want you to notice how crazy that is, you know what I mean? I mean, he's basically saying if I kidnapped him twice, and the first time I kidnapped him, I lock him in a room on Earth for 2 years, and then a year later I kidnap him again and I lock him in a room on a spaceship that's going, you know, to another star and coming back. He wouldn't know whether he was floating the whole time in a spaceship or if he was just stuck to the ground on Earth. He's telling us. And what's funny is people will watch his videos and believe him over me. A guy who's saying that I wouldn't know if I was in a spaceship floating or on Earth. It's impossible to tell. No one could ever tell in a million years. Are you serious? No one can tell. You can't tell. He's telling you if he pressed a button, if he was on a 2-year trip floating, and he presses a button that says thrusters, he's going to think that at the same exact time that there's a magical, gravitational force through the entire universe because he pressed that button. Yeah, okay. This all makes sense. But like, that's like, I would be ashamed to say that. I would. It's like saying I don't know how to dress myself in the morning. I need to get someone to help me because I'm too stupid. You know, isn't it basically the same thing? I mean, isn't that equivalent? Saying that you wouldn't know if you were in a spaceship for 2 years floating. You couldn't tell the difference between that and standing on Earth. You couldn't do it. Nope, can't be done.
People are like, I'm stupid. I'm the stupid one, really?